Here, in the temperate fluorescent wetlands of the modern office, we find one of the corporate world's most misunderstood creatures. The project manager, believed by many to be a leader, believed by itself to be barely holding on. Its natural talent is not leadership. It is the ancient art of making chaos look organized, while everyone assumes it's brilliant. This is not leadership. This is performance art. Welcome to the survival guide. Project management, we are told, is simple. It can be reduced to 3 easy steps. Step 1. Take full responsibility for problems you did not create, did not foresee, and were specifically not invited to discuss. Step 2. Absorb blame for problems you have no authority to fix, ideally in front of an audience. And step 3. Smile through it. The smile is load-bearing. Do not, under any circumstances, let the smile fall. 3 simple steps. Master these, and you too can spend your career being professionally sorry for things that are not your fault. Of course, the job description promised something grander. It always does. The original posting said things like driving alignment across stakeholders and owning the delivery roadmap. These are real phrases. They are also, in practice, a poetic way of describing the following. You will attend meetings that should have been emails, create documents that will never be read, and chase people who have decided, collectively and without discussion, that responding to you is optional. The job description is not a lie exactly. It is a trailer for a film that has not been made yet, and you are the director, and there is no budget, and the cast has gone home. Let us compare the brochure to the field. Expectation: you lead projects, you deliver outcomes, you are respected, perhaps even feared a little in a good way. Reality: you survive projects, you invent rules no one asked for, and you spend most of the day convincing everyone that nothing is broken, while quietly, everything is. The gap between these 2 images is where the entire profession lives. We call it the pipeline. The pipeline, it should be noted, has no defined end. It is not a tunnel with a light. It is more of a corridor, one that occasionally widens into a conference room, where a group of people will discuss why the corridor is so long, and whether a task force should be assembled to investigate the corridor, and whether the task force needs a project manager. It does. That project manager is you. You have just been assigned to manage the investigation of the conditions that are currently managing you. Welcome to the pipeline. Overseeing all of this is the sponsor, a creature that approves everything, reads nothing, and is, at this very moment, holding the report upside down. To endure, the project manager develops a repertoire of survival techniques. Each one is a small, brave act of theater. Observe. The deadline approaches. The work does not. The seasoned PM does not panic. It simply redefines on time to mean whenever this is eventually finished. The deadline was always a suggestion, a vibe. When stakeholders demand an update, provide one, in the form of a cryptic haiku. Bonus points if no one understands it. They cannot escalate what they cannot comprehend. Risk management is not about preventing risk. It is about entertaining the sponsor while it happens. Hand them a risk bingo card. They'll feel involved. You'll feel powerless. Everybody wins, except the project. Sometimes the team simply refuses to share information. In this case, there is only one professional response. Rename the project Mission Impossible. Refer to yourself as Ethan Hunt and retrieve the data by force. The mission is always the same. The intel is always, ask Dave. Dave is on vacation. Dave is always on vacation. There is, somewhere in every organization, a document that would answer the question. It was written 18 months ago by someone who no longer works here. It lives in a SharePoint folder nested so deeply that no search function has ever returned it. 3 people know it exists. One of them is Dave. The second has forgotten. The third created it, named it Final V3 Revised Use This one.docs, and has since moved to a different team, a different city, and reportedly, a different industry. The document contains the answer. The document is inaccessible. The meeting has been rescheduled for Thursday. Do you need a status meeting? You do not. Cancel it. Replace it with a single email, containing a single bullet point, containing the 2 most powerful words in corporate history. Everything is fine. It is not fine, but everything is fine buys you roughly 48 hours, and 48 hours, to a project manager, is a lifetime. When someone escalates something trivial, do not correct them. Match their energy. Treat the misplaced comma as a 5-alarm fire. Extinguish it heroically and accept the gratitude you have not earned. Scope creep is inevitable. Defend against it by drawing a firm red line in Excel. Label it the Do Not Cross Zone. It has no legal power, it has no technical power, but it is bold, and boldness is 90% of this job. If your reports are ignored, print them in triplicate and leave them in random cubicles. Statistically, someone eventually reads one, and if your emails go unanswered, simply assume the entire organization is telepathic and begin interpreting their thoughts. You will be wrong, but so will they. Step back far enough, and the truth reveals itself. None of this is management. It is a performance, staged nightly for an audience that desperately wants to believe the show. Out front, calm, competence, a reassuring nod. Backstage, a Gantt chart melting into the carpet, and 4 dependencies no one has told the client about. And still, the audience applauds. So organized, they whisper. The PM smiles. The smile, you will recall, is load-bearing. Even the sponsor is moved. To sleep. He has seen a brilliant performance. He will remember none of it. He will approve the sequel. The reviews are glowing. They are also based on absolutely no evidence. This is, somehow, enough. Here is what the audience does not see. Behind the curtain, the project manager has already begun the next performance. A new timeline has been drafted. A new set of dependencies has been quietly flagged in a document no one will open, as risks to monitor. A new stakeholder has been added to a distribution list they did not ask to join, and somewhere, a new Dave is being identified, a fresh, unsuspecting person who allegedly knows something and who is, as of this moment, still at their desk. For now. Should you choose this life, pack accordingly. The veteran project manager never travels without the essentials. 1. Sarcasm, industrial grade. 2. A library of passive-aggressive emails, all beginning per my last message. 3. Emergency caffeine reserves, rationed for the final week of every quarter. 4. At least one Excel formula so complex that no one, including you, will ever dare to question it. And 5. The master skill. The ability to smile, warmly and convincingly, while everything around you is quietly on fire. Someday, perhaps, project managers will be recognized as the leaders they quietly are. Someday, the performance will end and the applause will be earned. Until then, they will keep the show running, because the curtain never falls, and Dave is still on vacation. If your project is technically on track, subscribe. If it's on fire, subscribe faster. New dissections of corporate life every few days.